Okay, now here's the PTSD form. We're going to go step by step and help you fill it out, okay? Now, let's go over the basics. Your veteran information. I would write, again, something like Joe, veteran. Your social security number. Zero, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, like that. And again, your VA file number is the same thing as your social security number. So if you already filed, I'll just put it over here, okay? And then your date of birth, 01/01 1960 or something like that. And then put your telephone number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then here, put your email address, okay? So any email address at gmail.com. Now, you're going to indicate exactly here on Section 8 what caused the military post-traumatic stress. It could be a combat. It could be personal events like assaults, or you were sexually assaulted, or personal traumatic events. That doesn't include MST. Maybe you witnessed a suicide or like someone being blown up or killed. Okay, homicide, or maybe enemy fire and killed your battle buddy. Whatever your situation is, you're going to mark it here, okay? For example, we're going to put your experience, traumatic events, you witnessed a suicide in the service, and also we're going to say you experienced a combat trauma. So here it says to list more than one if it applies to you. Check more than one box, okay? So as you can see from this example, we have various scenarios. You're mugged, you're in a corpsman, you had to attend to a casualty, you're sexually assaulted by a drill instructor, things like that, right? First column is description of traumatic events. Second, it would be the location, right? And then third, I know some of us have left service for almost 30 years, 40 years, some going on the 50. So if you don't remember, just put the approximate dates, like somewhere of 70 would do. For example, on number 1, let's say I was in a convoy in Fallujah and the IED went off, okay? I was in patrol convoy when IED went off. So the location of traumatic events, it could be like Fallujah, deployment, like it could be 08, 09, location like Iraq. Approximate dates, put like 2008. 2009. And the second, it could be something like I witnessed a fellow service member, buddy, commit suicide. Location of traumatic events, maybe like MCB, Camp Pendleton, Marine Corps Base Pendleton, around approximately 2010, like September-ish. I know this is a very sensitive issue, but military sexual assaults go unreported in the armed services. A lot of the times, if that ever happened to you, you could put like MST, military sexual trauma, assaulted by a superior, maybe Fort Hood, maybe 2007. Okay, now we will go into different sections. Now, It's asking you what happened due to the nature of trauma, what other things that ensued because of you experienced that trauma, right? That's what section 3 is asking you. So have you ever had decreased visit to a healthcare professional, counselor, or treatment facility? Yeah, you can say something like mental health therapy, PTSD counseling, given antidepressants. So a lot of times when victims of military sexual trauma, they request for change in occupational series or duty assignment to get away from their abusers. If this applies to you and you remember a certain incidents where you decide to PCS out of that unit and get the hell out of there, it could be something like requested PCS, like change of duty station. Okay. Another typical symptom is you're asking for more leave because you want to get away from the stressor, the reminders of what's hurting you. So this could be increased use of leave, calling frequently from work, exceeding more than, say, 30 days. Change in performance or performance evaluation. Maybe you could do something like absenteeism, missing work, scolded by boss. Episode of depression, panic attacks, anxiety. Yep, check that. Severe panic attacks. Controlled by medications constantly. Okay, this section saying, has your prescription usage gone up? Yep. Antidepressants. It could be lorazepam, the calming agent, right? Or antidepressants. Increased use of OTC medications. If you're feeling a lot of headaches, bodily aches, and things like that, put Advil, Motrin, Tylenol, etc., etc. Increased use of alcohol, drugs. If you're drinking heavily, just say like, can't stop drinking, or perhaps like opioids. Opioids to mask the pain. Disciplinary or legal difficulties. This could be something like being constantly incarcerated, in service, or after. Changes in eating habits such as overeating or undereating, or significant changes in weight. So a lot of times when service members go through a traumatic event, they go through a lot of weight gain because they feel depressed. They don't want to move. They don't feel like doing anything. Or it could be something like purging, bulimia. It can fall into a lot of eating disorders, right? So in this section, you could write something like obesity, purging, bulimia, eating disorders. So these are only examples. So I'll make it more concrete and customize it to your liking, okay? Now, these other sections, if unwanted pregnancy happened, and if you have a pregnancy test around the time of the assault, make sure you note it down here. And then if you have any records of, tests for sexual transmitted infections around the time of the assault, I would definitely put it around here too. Economic or social behavioral changes. This could be something like homelessness, unable to hold down job due to trauma. If they haven't covered the stuff that you really wanted to say and you want to go more in detail, you would definitely write more details here in section C, okay? Section 11 is pretty important because it kind of substantiates your military traumatic event. Was there like an MP that came and take notes? Was your case filed within the unit and things like that? If you do, that's very good. But if you don't have it, don't worry about it. The VA has a duty to kind of research your backstory and see if it really happened. So mark if it happened yes, or if it was undocumented, just put no, okay? Was there a police report? Other action reports that are filed because of the traumatic event, right? So 12 is more substantiation of your traumatic stress event in the military. Did you go to the police? Did you file a report? Did you talk to your superiors? Did you meet with the military police or civilian police? Do you have fellow service members? Could substantiate what happened. Fellow service members could write down body letters and things like that for you. So section 4, treatment information. Where were you treated? Mostly mental health stuff to deal with the trauma. If you've gone to the VA medical center, put it down here, or other sources or outside providers. So here you will write the name of medical facility, the approximate date, right? And if you don't really know exact date, just put exact date when you went there. Preferably you want to have address and phone number here, okay? So maybe the VA can go and retrieve the medical information for you. So remarks, you're going to fill in the details of what happened. So you preferably want to write something like 1, how it happened, 2, how it's affecting you today, maybe job, instability, anxiety, hypervigilance, three could be what treatments you had. 4 could be asking the VA, evaluate your mental health condition. Through new CMP, compensation and pension exam, where you go before the VA sanctioned mental health professional and then get a PTSD rating, okay? Now, I will also include a more detailed template for you. It will make it really easy. It's a plug and play template. You can copy over, change the details to suit you better, and I'll include that in the lessons downloadable area. Okay, if you want notifications on how your PTSD claim is moving along, make sure to check Section A, okay? So we just about wrapped up the PTSD form. All you need to do to close this form out is to go to Section 7, write your veteran signature, like so, January the 1st, 2025, for example. Okay, that's it. That's pretty much simple. And if you want, you could also write a lay witness statement for yourself and get buddies to also write lay witness statements about the PTSD stressor to include with this form. When you're mailing it out, make sure to send it to here, Department of Veterans Affairs, Compensation Intake Center, P.O. Box 4444, Janesville, Wisconsin, zip code 53547-4444. Okay. All right. This just about wraps up the day 4 of the boot camp, and I'll see you the day 4 mission to